stop giving up on relationships. Now, a lot of people nowadays are programmed to end relationships quickly. Something bad happens, we're talking about a romantical partner or a friend or a family member, something bad happens. Usually nowadays our immediate reaction is to just cut them off instantly. I think this stems from now that we're always consuming, like Instagram shorts, YouTube shorts, or reels or whatever, TikTok, junk food, like any form of porn, of course, any form of this quick media. It kind of teaches us that everything is fast and we can give up on it. Like, imagine if the only short form of entertainment for you would be to watch a movie. You would need to make it, you would need to gather a team, you would need to direct it, and you need to create it from scratch, like working on it for 1 or 2 years, and only then you have that fruit at the end to watch the movie, to enjoy it. Like, imagine how hard you would fight for this type of entertainment. But nowadays everything's just quick, just another scroll, another reel, one reel before bed, and so on, like this, always. Even with long form content, we can't even focus on movies just to sit down to watch a movie. We constantly check our phones, chat and everything like that. But the point is that this quick, everything quick, teaches us now that our relationships with people kind of are like that. Like, a person is just a reel, like another reel, and you can keep scrolling. And of course with Tinder, online dating, it seems just nobody wants to fight for the relationship. Like, if we're talking about romantical partners, a lot of us guys are quickly to just dismiss it. Oh, F that, and just go. But in reality, in real life, let's say you start a relationship with a woman. You're gonna have arguments, you're gonna have fights, because, well, you're not the identical person. You're never gonna be fully 100% like that other person, and that's the beauty of a relationship. It's a relationship. You need to adjust yourself, your expectations, and also to just kind of get along with that person. It's not just you. It's not just you sitting, playing games or watching porn alone or doing whatever. Now there's another person. So you need to play by the rules of that, not when you're just alone yourself. So if we know that these types of things happen, these fights, these arguments, like I'm saying, a lot of us now are programmed to just give up. Everything seems to go well, you're happy, and then an argument comes up, or just something that you don't like that your partner does, or your friend does, or whatever. Then you're just like, drop it. That's it, we're done. Going on to Tinder and just looking for another person. And then you wonder why you are not happy, why you want to isolate yourself from other people, why you want to run away. Like, a lot of these things I keep seeing and hearing, like Instagram comments or just discussion online in general. A lot of like young people are like this mentality, ew, humans, yeah, I just want to go into this remote log cabin with Wi-Fi and I'm gonna be good over there. I'm just gonna eat food and just watch movies all my life. I want you just to isolate because I hate people. Like, just think about how disgusting to have this type of mentality. You are human yourself. And of course there are gonna be people who just you don't like. I know that. But is that the reason to just abandon yourself and isolate yourself from the other people? Like, that's the solution? No, it's not. I realized that you need people and you need to work together. Like, just a very simple thing to think about like this is, you probably heard this already, but for me, I just recently realized fully what that means is that, look, you can't do this alone. You can't do anything worthwhile alone. Just thinking about those movies that I mentioned as an example, as an entertainment. Like, you know how many people go into making a movie. It's not just you with a camera and that's it. Like, nobody's gonna watch that movie. Well, of course, some people may have created something like that, some creative or stuff. But you know what I mean, is that you need other people to teach you the skills to film, let's say. You need other people to teach you the skills to write, to act, and so on. Like, there's so many. You need your parents to be raised to function in this world. Like, if you just were born and just left alone, you would die. That's it. But you need other people. And for many years of my teenage years and early young adulthood, as an example for my parents, I kept blaming them, kept just getting into arguments with my mom, with my dad, with my grandpa, with my sisters, always. And my girlfriend, a few months ago, not a few months ago, like a half a year ago, she told me to just try. Just talk with them. Just talk about random stuff with them and try to have a good relationship with them. And I did, because she's the light of my life. She inspired me. It's very simple. It doesn't look like some kind of big advice, but for me, this helped to. I started talking to my parents and I realized that I was the problem all these years. I was the problem. I was just making arguments out of nothing, wanting them to like me for that I'm doing YouTube, I'm doing something different or something like that. It's very strange now to think about it, but I completely fixed my relationship with my family, pretty much. Not everything, of course. And of course, there are always arguments, but the main thing is that, like, now I'm really happy. I know that I have a family. And also with my girlfriend, let's say we have problems. Like, yeah, but that doesn't mean that the main thing that keeps us going is that if there's an argument, doesn't matter if we get mad at each other, we don't talk with each other for, like, I don't know, a few hours or something like that to cool down, but in the end we both solve it because we both want it, and we both just at some point sit down and talk things over, like, rationally. And that's what I encourage you to do. If you are getting into argument with your girlfriend or your friend or your family, whatever, just, of course, there's going to be a period where you need to cool down, but then talk with them. Try to have a better relationship, because that's the only way to have a better relationship. You won't have it by running away or blaming that person, not speaking to them or something like that. Of course, there's always going to be examples, and probably some people are going to comment anyways, but yeah, if there's like abuse or there's just, I don't know, I think this message will be heard by those who need it. I'm just talking about more just having this attitude towards humanity, that everything sucks, all people suck and everything like that. You don't need to be a friend to everybody, but if you are building a relationship with a person, you see the potential and everything, just don't give up on it, especially when it comes to a girl you like. If you go to the stage where you love each other, then that's the only thing that matters. And that means that any argument you have, anything that happens, of course there are exceptions like cheating or something, but anything that happens, you can solve it by just not giving up and just keep going, keep trying to be better. And you will see that if there's a problem or a bigger problem, but you solve it, the relationship becomes so much better, because you're both growing, you're both improving together. So don't give up on the relationships, stop giving up on them. And yeah, that's the message with this video.